You can go to the Grand Ole Opry, take a stroll down Music Road. You can go to the Grand Ole Opry, take a stroll down Music Road.
All right, welcome to another Songwriter Workshop, Tips from Tsai. Today, Joe and I are going to get together here and explain something that every songwriter needs to be aware of and understand when you come to Nashville. Imagine this entire city and all of these studios and all of these musicians coming from everywhere in the world, all needing to communicate in kind of a universal language. And of course, you know, you might think that everybody reads music and writes and everything, and all the little symbols on that piece of paper and everything mean something. Frankly, most people in Nashville can't read music and have no clue, and it doesn't matter. Maybe some of the piano players do and things, you know, but this is a guitar-driven town, and this is just a whole lot simpler way of approaching things.
Yeah,
think about it.
Even I don't mean to interrupt you. Even me, you could hand me a sheet like that, and I actually have to look at it and go, okay, that's a G, and then you're going to E. I can't look at it and read it. I actually have to, and right above it, what the note is.
This town is about recording music and playing music immediately. There are clubs around town, stages full of musicians every night, and they all have to be able to talk to each other, and they need to be able to sing and play songs that they're not familiar with. It's a genius area, and when you watch people do it, it's very impressive. But I want to talk to you about something. There's a language here in Nashville called the Nashville number system. And if you've heard of that before, you know, you may think that it's a whole different world. And frankly, it's a very simple world, but it's something as a songwriter you actually want to be aware of. You want to be able to communicate in the studio with the musicians that are going to be recording your demos and playing your songs. And you want to be able to get your point across to them. There was a time when Nashville did operate with written music. But when you think about it, how many times have you heard a singer say, you know, I need to do this in D, I can't do it in G, or it needs to be, you know, in D instead of C, or I can't hit that high note, or I can't hit that low note. So if you can imagine a song and a whole studio full of musicians all ready to play a song, and they've all rehearsed it and they've got all the information in front of them, and the singer says, can't do it in that key, I need to go a key higher. Well, who's going to sit there and transpose that entire song? They don't have to. Somebody way back in the 60s, I believe, came up with this genius concept to say, okay, we have everything down for this song, and it's in C. And the singer says, well, I really want to do it in D. So it's written in the key of C. The singer wants to go to D because they can't hit a low note in that song, right? So they would prefer a higher key. In Nashville, if you think about those notes, is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, right? In whatever key you're doing. So let's say the key is A. A is 1, B is 2, C
sharp
is
3,
and
D
so forth,
is
right?
4,
all the way through that.
E is 5, F sharp, I can play, is 6, G sharp is 7, and then back to A is 8. 1 and 8 are the same note, they're octaves.
Right, very, very simple, right? So if you are playing a song and you need to know what key you're in, there's only one, right? Now that 1 can be A, it can be D. So let me mess with you again. Let's say that the key of the song is in D. D becomes 1. E becomes 2. And right, and F moves up.
3.
Right, so
it's just your scale. Think of it this way. And he just said in D. So your scale is, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
You will hear some faded cowboys used to ride the old radio, and you will see some shooting starlets. Wonder why they shine so bright. I tell you, son, it ain't no secret. Songwriters helping writers down at TSAI.